Hello and welcome to Tea Break Film Reviews. My name's Michelle and today I'm going to be reviewing Enola Holmes. With Millie Bobby Brown in the title role, it is unsurprising how well this film has done, but the importance of it goes much deeper, so hold your hat and hear me out. Before we start, please consider subscribing to help support this channel so we can keep making videos like this. Enola Holmes tells the story of the younger sister of Sherlock and Mycroft Holmes, two characters from Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's famous books. We learn about Enola's experience growing up with her eccentric mother Eudora, who teaches her how to do, well, everything. From chess to jujitsu, Enola knows it all and must put it to good use when her mother disappears and she must go and find her. Whilst on her search, she gets involved in a unique mystery involving Tewkesbury, a dashing young lad who is on the run. In essence, Enola Holmes is much like every other Sherlock Holmes film. There is a curious mystery, much detective work, and plenty of quirky twists and turns as each clue is discovered before the exciting final reveal. This film covers those basics expertly, delivering on those twists with not one but two simultaneously running mysteries. The element that makes this film unlike other Sherlock Holmes films is, you guessed it, Enola. She is not an original Conan Doyle character, but the brainchild of author Nancy Springer, who wrote a series of books called the Enola Holmes Mysteries. It is on these books that this film is based. In the ongoing fight for more female presence on screen, especially in the strong protagonist category, it has always felt lazy to me when I see films coming out that are copies of previous films but with a female cast. There's the 2016 reboot of Ghostbusters as well as 2018's Ocean's 8, both of which were okay films, but I couldn't help but compare those ensembles to the previous male editions. Why bother rehashing previous characters when we have plenty of talented writers who can create good female characters that are not haunted by ghosts of males past? Enola Holmes sits slap bang in the middle of a rehashed character and an original character. Multiple times in the film, she is compared to her older brother Sherlock because of her cleverness and detective skills. In many ways, she reminds me of Robert Downey Jr.'s version of Sherlock Holmes from Guy Ritchie's adaptations. However, the mise-en-scène of Enola Holmes transforms the film into its own thing, bringing the character into a playful, almost Wes Anderson-style world. In my review of another Netflix release, The Willoughbys, I talked about how creative the filmmakers who made the animation got with how they used colours and textures, as well as the way they mixed CGI and stop-motion looks. Enola Holmes is a similar treat for the eyes, with many details that help bring 18th century England to life. Small things such as the letter tiles and newspaper clippings became important storytelling devices and helped the audience keep up with Enola's search for clues and deductions. Another thing that makes this film unique is that it is firmly about Enola, putting her more famous siblings into the sidelines for what I believe is the first time in the Holmes family's cinematic history. Even in the 2018 Japanese TV series Miss Sherlock, there are no new Holmeses, but instead the characters of Holmes and Watson are played by women. I am actually quite curious to find this TV series and see how they managed to adapt the story to modern-day Tokyo, but that is besides the point. Back to Enola. Millie Bobby Brown is captivating. She owns the film from the get-go and never once makes us as the audience doubt her as the narrator. Her witty remarks to camera are indeed like Phoebe Waller-Bridges in Fleabag, a comparison I have read frequently. Both are perfectly timed to keep the story moving forward at an engaging pace. Luckily, Enola Holmes is far more family-friendly than Fleabag, so parents can watch it with their kids without the threat of hot priests. That said, I am sure many teenagers have already fallen head over heels for Louis Partridge's Tewkesbury, Enola's love interest in the film. What I liked about their relationship is that the love is subtle and didn't distract from the main action. Instead, a solid friendship is built up, ready for development in future installments, of which I am sure there will be quite a few, considering the overwhelming success of this film, taking the #1 trending spot on Netflix worldwide within 2 days of release. The only people who seem to be unhappy about this film are Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's estate, who are suing Netflix, Nancy Springer, and seemingly anyone else associated with the books and the film. What I found so bizarre is the reason behind the lawsuit. They claim that the depiction of Sherlock Holmes' character as having emotions and respecting women violates Doyle's copyright. Unbelievable, I know. They're upset because Henry Cavill's Holmes is a little too kind and respects his sister a little too much. Apparently, the collection of stories that the estate still have the copyright for are the ones in which Doyle gave Sherlock more human connection and empathy than before, reflecting the writer's real-life experiences during World War I. The stories which are in the public domain depict Sherlock as being aloof and unemotional. Therefore, the Sherlock in Enola Holmes is the copyright version of the character. It's ridiculous really, considering this film is meant to be about Enola, and the changes made to Sherlock are understandable in terms of updating the character to better reflect the values of a modern audience. At least the lawsuit brings more attention to this film, because it is a real treat, as a detective film, as a comedy, as a romance, and even as an action, with some nicely choreographed fight scenes that are cleverly cut with shots from training scenes between mother and daughter. Another thing I think the film did well is how it grounded its whimsical style and playful storytelling methods in a plot involving many serious issues, such as the reform bill set to give more people voting rights, as well as Eudoria's fight to give women voting rights. It reminds us of struggles from the past to help us better appreciate the successes that have already been made and strive to keep society moving forward, which is really rather ironic considering the copyright lawsuit that is currently afoot. Overall, Enola Holmes is an adventure that combines style with substance. Its famous literary legacy is thoughtfully adapted to better reflect modern expectations, whilst also providing an entertaining detective story told by a brilliant narrator. Thank you for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to see more videos, and comment with your thoughts on the topic. What famous character do you think could have a sibling with an interesting story of their own? This has been Tea Break Film Reviews. My name's Michelle, and I hope you have a great day.